almost 35 years. We're just in a different day. It's hard to get your brain wrapped around how much change is really going on out there.
Send a message yet to Putin?
We're sending a message. We have the capacity to do it, and the message
he'll know it.
He'll know it, and it'll be at the time of our choosing, and under the circumstances that have the greatest impact.
Will it be enough, do you think, that it'll get him to back off? I mean, how concerned are you that the country is actually going to question the result of this election?
I am not concerned.
So a message is going to be sent. Will the public know it?
I hope not.
U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry and his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov will meet next week in Switzerland to launch a new round of peace talks.
It's an all too familiar sight. A U.S. Navy ship launching missiles against targets in the Middle East. But this was different. This was the first time the U.S. has fired at one of the warring sides in Yemen's civil war.
Other regional powers, including Turkey, Iran, and Saudi Arabia, are also expected to take part. The decision to resume talks comes after several weeks of escalation following the breakdown of a truce last month.
It's the second time in just 4 days missiles have been fired at the American destroyer.
Russian-U.S. relations may be heading closer to a flashpoint for the first time in decades.
And News Channel 5's Rebecca Schleicher shows us why experts say the presidential election will play a key role in the recent resurgence of Cold War tensions.
As a 5-year civil war wages in Syria, old foes square off in a proxy war once again.
And so Russia and Iran have thrown their weight in to support Assad against most of his people.
Well, the Russian President Vladimir Putin is set to visit Turkey for the first time since Turkish forces shot down a Russian military jet.
I have full faith that the normalization process between Turkey and Russia will continue at full pace.
The president issued an executive order today trying to get the science community prepared for solar storms that could disrupt us here on Earth.
Solar storms happen all the time. Scientists say that they're like 1 million nuclear bombs exploding at the same time.
One way to get at America, and an easy way, quite frankly, is through an EMP attack, an electromagnetic pulse attack.
So we've known about the capability of EMP. The first study had the commission headed by Roscoe Bartlett, Republican out of Frederick, Maryland, 2004. Testimony in that study indicated 90%, let me repeat that, 90% of all Americans will die within 12 to 18 months after an EMP event. This study was done in 2008. Has anything been done since? No.